How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to this episode of Rock Talk with Rick. I'm hanging out tonight in the King of the Attic studio with the one and only Kim Germaine. Yeah, how you doing?
Baby.
Here,
Doing great, thank you.
Let me fix my mic-o here.
Uh-oh.
Get up on my chair.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I shut my phone off. Yeah.
All right.
So what's happening? Tell me what's going on in your life these days.
Well, lots of work, but not too much music. Doing my own thing right now.
That's good.
I am. I've spent the last few years kind of doing other people's originals and making everybody else sound good. So, you know what? It's time for me.
Well,
I'm getting old and crabby.
the old and crabby, aren't we all? Yeah.
So it's time for
we
me.
all get like that? But
I have projects like that. One project has been on hold for almost 20 years.
really,
Yeah. And Frank Oliver did all the guitar on it, and it was done in the studio with the Wheelers.
yep, with Paul and Johnny.
So when we resurrected it, we had a moment, Paul and I, because we're listening through all the, like, just the first mixes, and we're both listening to the guitar in a couple of songs kind of being dogs, like going like this, like, okay, that's not Frankie. Frankie's got a very distinctive style, right? And Paul looks at me and says, "That's my brother, John." Well, we both forgot that John Wheeler did guitar on 5 of the 11 tracks.
That must have been a pretty
So,
cool
and I
looking,
mean,
pretty cool feeling.
It was like goosebumps.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, and Paul just looked at me and said, "Well,
What can you-
we have to finish this now."
Yeah, that's exactly.
Like, this is a piece of John, type of thing. So I'm kind of proud of that. Like,
Okay. Didn't you, like, I know for a lot of years you had the KGB band.
Yep.
Is there any chance of resurrecting that?
Well, kind of toying with the idea of when the CD's done, putting together like a show,
Bonus.
like a CD release.
Like in Niagara
KGB,
or... yeah.
Gets back together, CD
I
release,
understand, yeah.
blah, blah, blah kind of thing. And getting a couple of other friends, like all original bands involved as well. And so everybody can sell merch and whatever, right? And everybody gets paid.
That's a good
So
thing.
toying with that idea, but we got to wait until this COVID,
Hopefully
shit
it's starting
opens
to
up.
break up now.
we're
Every
hoping.
Every band I've had on the show or musician, it always comes up somewhere along the line because you can't get away from it. But
Yeah.
at least everybody's back. Some people are back, starting to play again, which is a good thing. So
Yes,
get out there and support them, man. They really-
absolutely.
get out there. These bands really need it.
Yeah,
So
the bars too, yeah.
I know you're still playing bass. Like, didn't
Yep.
you just get a bass custom made for yourself?
Absolutely,
Now,
yes.
Tell me about that.
Okay, so it all started, bit of a story. My father died when I was 6, and he was a left-handed banjo player and piano player.
Okay.
And he always used to point down at me and say, "This one's going to be a singer." So whether he saw something in me even then, or whether it
just
planted
hoping.
a seed in my
He
head,
did. He planted it.
Yeah. But anyways, he made a set of bunk beds that all 5 of us kids grew up sleeping in. And none of the kids are having kids now, so there's no grandchildren to pass them down to. So they're blonde, solid rock maple
Really?
that my father actually worked with this wood. And it's 75 years old. So it's old growth
Yes.
maple.
You're not going
right?
to find much of that.
You can't buy that anymore,
No.
right?
And if you can, you can spend a fortune.
So I had the idea to take the 4 planks, 6-foot planks, and have them made into a bass. So Fred and I have been friends forever.
Fred Gaberzak?
Yes,
Freddie Gaberzak.
Freddie Gabersack. We actually had our first band together. He was 16 and I was 17.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, so we've been friends for a long time.
Great.
And I called him up and said, I have an idea, and it has to be you. So he came over and he had a look at the wood, and he said, "Yeah, I can work with this." And I told him a story behind it, and he actually teared up.
No, really.
He's a very sensitive guy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, well,
But he actually teared up and he said, "You're trusting me with this wood?" And I said, "Yes, and I don't want to see it or know what it's going to look like until I see the finished product."
Yeah.
So 2 years it took. And the only thing he asked me, he said, I really like to paint it. What color do you want it? And right away I said, plum crazy. So he actually went to Dodge. That's a Chrysler muscle car color, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He actually went to Dodge and bought the plum crazy paint. And
paint.
that's the actual paint on my guitar.
That's insane, man.
He designed the pickguard, and it was sent out to a guy in Istanbul.
Really?
Did it, and this guy actually signed it on the back, saying, "Best wishes, Kim."
Really? Wow.
He put being that it's heavy, he put the neck further down on the body.
So
Thinking of weight distribution for me, having to hold it all night.
Yeah.
And you hold it like this and it's heavy, but when I put it on, it's so
Balanced.
perfectly balanced for my body.
Yeah.
It isn't even funny. Even the pickups are a brand new DiMarzio that are designed for a 5-string.
Really?
There's no detail that's spared.
I seen pictures of it that you
whatsoever.
posted holding the bass.
Yeah.
But I've never seen it. Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that because it looked killer in the pictures.
Oh, and it plays like butter.
Really, yeah.
Oh, my word.
Well, that's
oh,
good
my
when
word.
you get something really good like that.
Yeah,
Wow.
I cried. When he brought it over, I cried, of course, right? And so, now I have a piece of my dad and an instrument, which is
That's
I mean,
insane.
it doesn't, and Germaine, that's not my real name, that's my stage name. I took that name because that was my father's middle name.
That's
So
all
that
right.
alone right there, that's a tribute to my dad too,
Yeah.
right?
No, that's
But,
cool.
so I can't wait to play it out. Have been playing it, but
That's good.
I
You gotta
can't
be
wait
playing.
to play it out. It's just gorgeous.
So right now, like in today, you don't have a band right now.
No,
And,
I don't.
But you are working on material right now.
Yes, and I'm writing.
And you're writing,
Yeah.
and which is the thing that I really wanted to hear from you, is that you were writing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm that great of a songwriter, but everybody else
But you
seems
know
to
what,
think
though?
that.
Paul McCartney thinks the same way, though. They all think, oh, man, that song sucks.
Yeah, well.
Let it be. Who in the hell's going to listen to that? You know what I mean? It's like, come on. You don't know, man.
I could listen to a friend's all original CD and pick a hit, but I can't.
All music affects people differently. They find a song they like, they hook onto it,
Yeah.
and they're done. That's great.
Well, that's the thing. You're giving a little piece of yourself away.
I understand. Yeah.
Because when I write, it's about my experiences and my things I've been through, feelings. It's not always this new album's probably not going to be the happiest because it
But-
hasn't been a great 5 years.
No,
but
hey,
hey,
at
right,
least-
whatever.
That's right. At least you'll get an album out. Kim, anybody want to say hi to, shout out to? Anybody you want to say, hey, anybody want to talk about?
Not really, but
No? You want to shout out to some friends?
I want to shout out to Sandy for coming out and supporting me.
Sandy Calba's in
sis.
the house.
I'm actually an adopted Kelba sister.
Oh, are you?
Yes, from years ago. So.
Well, because Gary played in the band with you, right?
Well, I played in Mr. E with him.
Yeah. Did he
And-
play in KGB with you?
He did. He did. Took me 20 years, but I got him back playing.
Small world, you know.
So I played in his band originally, and then he played in mine.
That's a
So
small.
it was really cool.
That's a small world.
It was awesome.
You want to say hi to Paul or any of them?
Yeah.
Or... Okay,
well,
go
yeah,
ahead.
all the boys, all the Niagara people. I'm hesitating because there's so many, and like I'm always afraid I'm gonna miss somebody, you know, and they're gonna say, well, you didn't say my name.
I know.
Their feelings are gonna be hurt,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and I
Buck
would die,
off.
you know.
Come on. She's not a machine. She can't remember everything.
I would absolutely die. You
That's
know?
right.
I would.
If people say that to me, I go, who gives a shit? Hey, come on. Move on.
But everybody, like the whole music scene, it's so good to be getting back out and seeing people play and
exactly
and hugging again. Yay. I don't care if it's not allowed. I'm hugging. I don't care. It's been too long.
Anyway, Kim, I want to say thank you very much, honey, for coming on the show. And I hope you get back to playing soon.
I will,
and
eventually.
I hope everybody else gets back to playing soon.
Yes.
Anyway, I want to say thank you to Kim Germaine for coming on the show.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you. Anyway, thank you. And we'll see you again later. Good night. Hey. How you doing tonight? I'm hanging out here, hanging out with Mr. Chris Smith.
Yeah.
Right. Ian Biggs. Right. Kim Germaine. And you know why I'm hanging... Hey, King, you want to get off my mic? God damn it, man.
Dude,
anyway,
sorry.
I'm hanging out here tonight with these people because this is King of the Attic. I've been a member of King of the Attic since 1976. Band's been together for 45 fucking years, man. Trust me. There's been, 4 or 5 bass players, Chris? 4 or 5 drummers through the ages?
Yeah.
Well, nobody's going to stay
Spinal
forever
Tap.
unless it's you, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chris is the original,
The long-lasting.
long-lasting member, man.
I'm the ever-ready.
That's right.
Forever.
Yeah.
Ian Biggs came in after the untimely
that's
death
your
of
last
Mr. Gary Kalba to keep the band going,
Yes.
right? And I came back with Ian to keep the band going. Circumstances beyond my control. I'm forfeiting the bass player's seat to the one and only Kim Germaine. And trust me,
I thank you, sir.
do not, this chick knows how to play
Still my
bass.
heart.
Do not think that, this is stupid. This chick knows how to play, and that's all I can say about that. So watch out for King of the Attic down the road with Kim taking over the bass player's position, and more to come down the road. Anyway, I want to say thank you. Good night. Everybody take it easy.
Rock and roll.
Getcha. Watch for us.
Yeah, baby.
We're out
Coming
there.
to get you.
We're everywhere. We're everywhere.